You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed on this channel are of the host and not of Lady J Media. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What Up Baltimore TV. And if you really don't want to miss any of the shows, hit that notification bell and you'll get a message every time we come on. Now, we got it from here, so sit back, relax, and stay tuned.
I know you do, because that's what I do. I give you that kind of love that makes you come back. I'm your pusher, baby. You're a pusher.
Why do you like this?
Hey, little black boy, let me holler at you for a minute. I was once in your place, you should respect what I say. Some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in the world right now much is right. Little black boy, you're gonna see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in the chains. Quiet! Get down! Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. I am your host, John Hansboro. Today is April 17th, 2024. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful day today. Wednesday, April 17th. So listen. My guest tonight, author, Poetless, Shakespeare. She was just so I don't know what happened, but I'm sure she'll be back shortly. Had a little technical difficulty going on. How's everybody tonight? I hope everyone is having a wonderful start off to that week so far. We in the middle of the week already. I'm looking ahead to Friday. This show is being brought to you by Butterfly Entertainment. Spitfire Poetry Shutdown podcast is on What Up Baltimore TV. Go to YouTube and subscribe to the What Up Baltimore TV page. Subscribe to the page so you can know when we're doing all our shows and things like that. All right, so you can keep up with everything. Here comes my sister now. There she is, author, Poetless, Shakespeare. Y'all, what's going on, sis?
What's up, bro? Hey, everybody.
It's so good to see you. You know, that intro that's on this show, you made that intro, you know, that with that, when I had, it was like, it was Poetry Month. It was either Poetry Month or it was Women's Black History Month. And I had you and some of the other sisters on here.
I remember. Oh my God.
Yeah, and you was talking about how you was talking about how one of the customers was talking about your braids. And Lady J cut up some of that and used it for the intro. And I love it. I love it. You never, ever cease to amaze me. You are always have great energy. You always got great energy, really, man. You always got good energy, and I never know what to expect. So I want to introduce you all to author, Poetless, Shakespeare. How you been, sis?
I've been blessed. Nothing but blessings on top of blessings. Staying out the way. Nothing too much to brag about, but when I say I don't know, I just like really started knowing who I am. And when I say the step that I discovered is like, and I know it to be true that I'm really growing in my higher power, because my writing, you thought I was freestyling before. I said some stuff last night that made me look up like, wait a minute, who else is in the room with me? Like, oh my God. Whew.
It's nothing like
I'm
that.
gonna get locked up when I come back and hit you.
It's nothing like that feeling, is it?
Oh my God, it is when you finally can tap into yourself and you can talk to yourself and yourself say go crazy and you know what that means. Like you don't need nobody else around. You don't. Matter of fact, it got to the point to where I don't even know if my phone ringing out because I don't even care anymore. It's like if I'm not talking about me, then what we talking about? Like that's the kind of
Right,
energy that I'm on right now. Like
right, right.
oh my gosh, and I ain't losing it either.
I feel you. And you know what? I was stuck for quite some time, sis, for about, I guess I want to say about 2 months. I had been trying to sit down
Mm-hmm.
and write stuff and wasn't nothing coming out. And as of late, um, the last couple of weeks, I've been able to get some stuff that makes me feel like it's some shit that's opening up, that's about to come out even
Mm-hmm.
more. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I wrote 2 poems last week that
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to memorize, and it's like I know when I'm at that feeling where I feel something happening, the words is coming together, is
Right.
easier. You know what I mean? So it's nothing like that. And sometimes I feel like whenever I don't go to church often.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
sometimes when I do go, or if I look at a sermon or something, it don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be church. Anything that motivates me in some way or pushes my spirit, that's when I'm able to
Right.
get into a writing place as well. Now with the freestyle poetry, you was one of the first persons that I ever saw or heard do freestyle poetry. You see what I'm saying? Like just off the
Mm-hmm.
top of your dome, just doing it. I know quite a few people that do that. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother Victor, CEO, and things of that, and a couple other people. Jasmine, the problem. Some people I did a couple plays with.
There we go. My fault.
But when I met you, you was the first one, and this was back. I met you like 2017, 18. You was the first one that I knew of that was doing freestyle poetry like that. So
My goodness.
before we even get into some poetry, where does your here she'll be back in a second. I'm about to ask her where does her love for poetry come from? Because author Poetless Shakespeare is she's a powerful, powerful poet. Her heart is huge, and she's just she has no fear when she's on a mic. I've seen her do her thing plenty of times, and I love the way that I feel like she controls the crowd and everything. Like she's really a force to be reckoned with when it comes to this poetry thing. All right. She should be back shortly. I'm sorry, she's having some issues. But look, my books, Unusual Favor, Spitfire Poetry Volume 1 and 2 are available on Amazon. You can pick those up on Amazon at any time. Sis, where does your love for writing come from?
Oh, simple. My love for writing comes from everything that I've been through. Like I remember when I was in school and people used to try to bully. Notice the word "try to bully" because I used to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was at a place to where fighting used to be my thing. Like I didn't care. But when I was in middle school, I had got into one fight that I don't even think it was my fault, but that's not the point. And I remember my principal, Dr. Andrew Bunley, and he was like, "You're going to get put out, or you're going to do this poetry open mic." And I was like, "I ain't doing it." But I couldn't go home and tell my mother I'm getting suspended from school. Heck no, no. So I went on and I did the poetry open mic. But I did Maya Angelou, Phenomenal Woman. That time I didn't really know what that meant for me to do. And like when I said it, it's like I said it like okay, but everybody's like, "Oh my God, you said it with so much feeling." You know how I am. I'm like, okay, calm down. I just did a poem. I'm not the one to be all hyped up. But when I got older, I realized why he chose that poem for me. Because I didn't know what a poem was, no nothing. But then it's like after a while, I was like, all right, I can't get suspended. I don't want to get in trouble. So my love for writing was everything that I've been through. Then I have a, oh my gosh, my imagination is like none other. And then I really like to tap into this. Like I talk about things that people don't want their kids to talk about because you gotta grow up, you gotta grow up. But that little kid that's still in me, it comes out of my writing. So I don't care what nobody say because they're my stories and I love writing them. So my
You
love is
definitely
just come from like my hurt, my trauma.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, that's all I had to say.
You definitely have an imagination because when your book okay, so DNA, do not ever assume. Your book, Do Not Ever Assume, is so much going on in that story. You definitely have an imagination. You know what I mean? How many published books do you have right now? How can we find some of your material? Gotcha.
Two. Book 1 and book 2, both on Amazon. Oh, and I just found out that book 1 is also on Barnes and Noble's website.
That's awesome. So is this Do Not Assume 1 and 2?
Yep. The result is Do Not Assume, and then it's the results. DNA, the results.
Okay, so I got to get DNA too because I don't have that one. I definitely got to get that one. So look, let's just get right into some poetry, man. I need something. I already know you got bars. So whenever you're ready, whatever you want to spit, whatever you want to say, let's just go on in with it.
So this poem, because now I work at Chimes, and that's working with children with mental disabilities and all. Mm-hmm. And me being around them, like I tap so much into my inner child, like we supposed to. So this poem is pretty much how they make me feel, and they make me want to say the things that I'm scared to say, but they just don't care to say. So here it goes. No, I don't want the ball today. I don't even want to wear my shoes today. I promise you on life, if you put me in that cool off room, it's not going to be nothing good about it. You see, you don't understand. I'm nonverbal, but see, to you, that means I'm a problem. I'm a headache. But if you only take the chance to really understand what I'm trying to say, is that, hey, my head hurts today. Maybe today is not one of them days where I want to be put in the mood or in a box. Maybe I don't want to even play with a crayon. I don't even know what this letter is, but yet you're in my face and you won't let me explain how I feel, but yet you say I have a voice. I give you my little educational toys. I give you everything that you asked for, but yet you still not understanding me. I have a communication device that you don't even seem to work. So how are you supposed to communicate with me? I sit in the desk for 6 hours. The only thing I want somebody to do is just understand me. I'm more than just a name. I'm more than just my disease. I'm more than just somebody that you have to put in a cool-off room. I'm somebody, when I get off that bus, and maybe I just need a hug and you're not understanding because you're not listening to the sounds that are coming out of my mouth. But yeah, you'll listen to every rap song there is, and you'll understand every mumble word that every mumble rap has to say, and it comes out clear to you. But yet my mumble that falls on deaf ears. What am I supposed to say? And yet I have someone that's next to me that want to understand me, but yet I'm so hurt inside that I don't even want to give my mother a try. But yet I'm supposed to be here for you to help me, but yet somehow I feel like I help each other. Hey, I'm your one-on-one today. I promise you, whatever you want to do is all up on you. If you want to go get on the slide, we'll swing back and forth because, see, I have anger issues just like you. But the only thing about it, I act out more rational, and I understand exactly what you're going through. So if you need to pull my hair, I don't understand because sometimes I want to do the same thing too. I understand when you scratch me, it's a sign that you just feel scared and you want to hide, but yet there's somebody who don't understand and think you're being aggressive. Sometimes if you kick me in the knee, I know it's saying, hey, can you come follow me? Not always being aggressive. But you see, me and you are too different because I act out on my aggressions. And sometimes I want to act just like you. And I want to tell my truth. But see, I bury mine so deep. And sometimes you see my truth and you want to bring it out. So sometimes when you hear me say those F words in my head and you come out and say it, sometimes I say thank you. Because even though I don't have to say it, I know you felt it. So thank you for being my mouthpiece when I'm too scared to. Thank you for being the strength that I need. That when I don't want to wake up and look myself in the mirror, you get up every day regardless if your hair is done, regardless of your clothes to match. You don't care because you know when you step out, you are it. Help me to be more like you. And peace.
Okay, so I don't even know because I know how you get down. I know how you get down. So was that freestyle or was that something you've written already before?
Freestyle, you know how I do.
Right. Poetless, you amaze me with this stuff, man. And you not only do you amaze me, but I truly am blessed to have met you when I first started this thing because you inspire me with how you just make it feel easy to me. You know what I mean? You just make it look easy. I mean, seriously, you really do. You know what I mean? And to be able to go into that facility, sitting there for however many months you've been there or whatever, or how many weeks or whatever you've been there, and then be able to articulate your feelings of what you see and what kind of this is crazy. I used to work at a Chimes back in that's where I met my wife actually. I used to work at a Chimes from 05 to about 06. And I've always was interested in my mom did daycare when I was a kid. You know, she was a daycare provider. So I was used to like not helping people, but seeing people that needed assistance with stuff and stuff like that. Shout out to Sharon Evans. Sharon Evans was one of my supervisors when I was there. She passed away, but I learned a lot when I was there. And it's interesting how on this poem you talk about how they try to communicate with us, right? Because a lot I never knew about someone who has disabilities, but they're high functional. Right?
Yes.
Meaning they can do some of the things on their own. They don't need everybody to help them. For you to be able to like what made you come up with that? Like, how is that something that you just been feeling because you're in that environment and working, and you know what I mean? I'm sure you got a connection with a couple of them because I know how you are. So like, you know what I mean? How did that come about?
So since I've been there for the last about 3 months or so, I've been working around all this month. I've been working around all the children, which I love because I'm starting to learn everybody, and everybody is starting to learn me. And it's like I don't know what it is. Like as soon as I come in the building, as soon as I get off the bus, I don't care what it is. I know this kid. Like my favorite Hostway, me and him are the same height. He's not a little bit taller, and it's so cute when we be outside and everybody be laughing.
Right.
And Hostway, he's Hispanic, so he can't really speak English, you know, but he be trying. So it's like me being around him. I know when he kick at you, that means please get me to a safe place. I don't feel safe. Nobody takes the time to understand that until it's too late. And when he bites you, that means you're too close to me. I try to tell people that, oh, you don't understand. Like this little boy comes to me. He be on the bus. He bangs on the window for me to show a heart sign. He gets off the bus and he runs to me. He's like, come on. I said, I can't go. So wherever I'm at, he's there. The little boy, Manny, he come and he say, praise the Lord. I said, praise the Lord, Pastor Manny. If Manny get off that bus and if he don't have certain people around, Manny's going to cook out. When Manny get off that bus, his thing is, good morning, everybody, praise the Lord. If you don't say praise the Lord back, he was standing. Manny has a problem where he don't trust people because of his tone. So when he get off the bus, he needs that extra encouragement. You know, he needs that prayer. That's the kind of child he is.
Right.
So when I say, even though I don't know if he's like hyperactive, but when you say you're hurt, he can give you a scripture off the top of his head like no other. I mean, word for word. And he will take you on the internet, pull it up, and he will read it to you. But nobody takes the time to understand, like, this little boy is a blessing. He will sit there quiet. He will hear you. If you say you have a problem with money troubles, he give you a scripture, but sit down, man. He sit there. I'm like, and one day, it was last week, and I know you have to be careful what you say. So he was in it, and my grandmother passed away last week. So I didn't say anything, but Manny came to me. He said, the Lord is healing you. The Lord is healing you. And I just went in the bathroom and started crying. So when I came out, he said, I don't know why you crying. Everybody know you cry. The Lord cried. You ain't see him hide his face. What you out here crying for? That's the problem with y'all Christians. Y'all don't know how to show you true emotion. I said, here we go. I had to go in my pocket and give him $1 for donations. I said, okay. Oh my gosh, Manny. I said, who you think you're talking to? Because he's praying over something that you know nothing about. You need to sit down. You need to get some of this prayer because you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what he's going through more for why he want to pray. And for him to go through what he's going through and the condition that he's in, for him to get up and every morning say, thank you, Lord. When we get up, fully functional, and we do not stop and say, hey, God, what's up? Hey, OG, what's up? We don't say none of that. But for this little boy to wake up and he will make you say, praise the Lord. And you mean to tell me you want to shy by that? Oh, no, you won't. Oh, no, you won't. So now they say, oh, she too emotional. Yes, I am. I am too emotional when it comes down to talking about my Lord. Yes, I am in these kids. So that's where that point comes from, because it's like these kids are really trying to tell you how they feel. Yep. And it's like I sit there and I watch. If you will watch them, they not bad kids. They just need to have ways to communicate. And instead of you learning them so they can learn you, y'all can learn each other and fix something out, you don't want to take the time to do that because everybody look at them as a number or a paycheck or
Mm.
just a problem. But besides me, I can tell you every child name that get off that bus, where they go at, how they feeling off the tip of my head. And I'm just thought, now you got people that been there for years. Oh, I don't know such and such. Oh, I don't. What you got to go in the book for? You should know this kid inside out because I take this very, very seriously. Like, I've been around children like that all my life. So for me to work around that, I don't know. It's like I became like their mother goose or whatever. I don't know.
Hmm.
But that's where the Lord saw fit to put me, and I love it there.
You definitely have a mother figure spirit, so I know they love you. Um, I know they do. You know what I mean? Because that's just how you are. Um, that's great. But so you said you've been there for a few months. How long has it been since
Mhm.
you've written anything? You've been writing as of late.
Yo, pooh, yes, I have been writing. Oh my, writing ain't the
What's
word.
the
I've
what's the
been
what's the what's the
going.
motivating thing that's like lit a fire under you to start writing like that? Like, cause I have little I feel like it's like little spurts. You know what I mean? I'll be good and I'll be writing for maybe 2 or 3 months, and then I'll have a
Uh-huh.
hiatus where I haven't written nothing for months, and then I'll just try to remember all the other things I've written, just using that. But like, what pushes you when you in that mode like that?
So as of lately, like it is so funny. And my best friend, man, EXO. Shout out to EXO.
XO, that's yeah.
That's my role. So whenever I write something, it always happens. So a couple of months, no, 6 months ago, 6 months ago, I had wrote. It was like a little short story. I threw it away, and I had told EXO about it. He was like, "That happened." Didn't realize, like, right now I'm going through a breakup, and it's funny, like, I'm not hurt, no nothing, because I wrote about it months ago. So
Mm,
now it's like I'm mad because I can't cry about it. So I'm talking to myself like, "Will you just cry already?" And it's like, for what? I'm doing more laughing because I'm so healed. And it's like, and it's so funny because I was talking to one of my coworkers and she's going through a breakup and she be crying every day. I was like, and she was like, "Aren't you hurt?" I'm like, "Hurt about what?" I said, "Girl, please. I wish I would be hurt. I ain't hit my toe. Ain't nothing wrong with me."
stupid.
That's how I be
I
feeling.
knew it, yo.
Like, what's wrong
I
with
knew it
you?
was something. You said you ain't hit your toe.
Right. I think
uh,
I'm getting old because the stuff that becomes, I believe the stuff sound like somebody's grandmother. But that's how I felt like I ain't hit my toe on nothing. But it's like, it's this energy that I'm connected because, like, I can forgive anybody right now. And I can
mm,
say, I love you and don't have to deal with you and be okay with losing you. Like,
mm,
at this moment, it's like, and I used to be afraid of this feeling, but it's like now I am standing still and I'm letting it come to me. And it's even better now because I'm not asking for it. I'm just preparing myself for it. And the more I prepare, the more it's coming. So that's my motivation. Like, I don't always have to, just because society say you go through a breakup, you got to cry. No, I don't. No, I don't. I really don't have to. But if you want me to, then I'll put on the show. I'll go and watch Lifetime and I'll go call all my homegirls and we'll talk about how much of a dog he was. For what reason? For what reason? I'm not blocking none of my chakras anymore. I just opened them up and I'm not closing them back. I can't do that.
how
Mm-mm.
much of writing do you think helps with all of that? Because I feel like I could be mad and upset or feeling a certain way. And I grab that pen and go somewhere by myself. I can put that shit down on paper and just get the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be the
Mm-hmm.
words, but
Mm-hmm.
that feeling. It's like I'm releasing that feeling somehow by just writing it and getting it out that way. I could be cursing somebody out. They don't even know. I could have had,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? And I just go and write about it. So what is that like for you? Like, how do you get to that? How do you do that? Did she you Paul? Did you? I think she froze. I think she. Oh no, you back? Hello, sis. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, you muted right now.
Can you hear
Hey,
me?
yep, I got you.
All right. No, so sometimes now I get so scared to write because I get my answers. I don't even
Mm.
have to go to the person anymore. I'll just write, and all of my answers will come out. Oh my gosh, the internet.
All your answers would just come out just by you writing it.
Is that my friend? Can you hear me?
I hear you. Yeah.
I just muted.
No, you're not muted. You just froze. I can hear
I
you.
think so.
You're a little frozen. I can hear
Can you
you,
hear?
Jeff. I can hear you. Good.
Okay.
Yep. Let's get into something though.
Right.
What you got, far as because you got so many. I don't even. Do you know how many poems you've written? How many do you have? Do you know? You have any idea?
Oh no, but I'll find out. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to find out. I'll let you know by the end of this week. Ooh, that's a good question. Nobody ever
What
asked me
you
that before.
What you got for relationship wise stuff? I want to hear something about a relationship.
Oh, oh. Thank you for that. That's my love language now. I'm sorry, my little brother's here.
It's all
Uh,
good.
but this poem is it's kind of like half. It's not finished. It just started, but you know how I yeah. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this poem is like a half and half. I started writing it, but I didn't. I don't know. I just didn't get the end of it. So I guess I'm gonna end it here. I guess. So this is called "Long Time Coming." If only our promises would have said the words and really meant the meaning behind it, then maybe I would have been understood more so than misunderstood. I guess my actions and my words never seem to add meaning because your math and my math just ain't math, and so I guess that's why we're so divided. It's kind of funny because I never divide the good times from the bad time. I always multiply the happiness divided by the sadness. Subtract the times you made me cry and add the times that I made you laugh. And sometimes I still come up as a negative zero. I told my math ain't math because I didn't even figure that out. If you tried to write all that down and you tried to figure that, by God, give me the answer because I don't have it. I guess communication is a big misconception when it comes down to addition because nobody seems to add that part in the equation. Nobody seems to think that part is important, but we can always subtract the time that I said I love you for the time that I hate you. It still don't add up. Sometimes I sit here and I write and I really think about you because see, you're the reason why I decided I want to take this path because you pushed me to be this person. I guess I done so much rehab and everybody else. I thought you thought it was fit to make me your victim. Many
Mm.
that you're patient because you see now that I leave out of your rehab, I'm more strong than what I ever been because see now I have evaluated myself and I have treated myself and I think I know myself. Sometimes I sit and I watch a basketball game and I go switch just because I know it'll make me think of you. But see, you were supposed to be my Steph Curry on the 3-point line because I always gave you the assist. That's what happens when you put your star player on the bench. You're always looking for that sidekick. But see, you can never sit me down because you see, I'm always going to hit no matter where you put me at. I'm always on the shot clock. Even when your backups ain't backing you up, I'm always going to run and say, I got this, coach. But see, this is where we must depart because I have turned in my uniform. I'm not even going to give you no recognition. I'm not even going to go to. I'm not even going to go to the newscast with this INE, Facebook, IG. They're going to know when you see me, you're not going to see you. But see, it's okay because I moved on. I have on my own team now, and I'm rocking with me. Sometimes when you want to get drafted to that team, it's not always what it seems to be. Why you think they have so many midlife crises? Why you think so many always want to get kicked off the team, but they just do something stupid? It's because nobody's really happy on the home team. But sometimes if you misuse your starting five, you're always going to come up short. But you see, I was all of that in some because no matter where you were, I was always your training coach. I gave you that jumper that you got because now you can see heights that you never knew because I was your spring. I gave you your jumper. I gave you everything. You know what? I think you could go ahead and just call me you because I put so much into you. You don't even know who you are. But see, it's cool because at this point I can walk away and I can honestly say that this game was really, really, really fun. I didn't walk away with the championship. Hell, I ain't even make it to the playoffs. But I tell you one thing: the next time you do your draft, you will always wish you had a star player to come and make you look good. But it's cool. I wish your team nothing but the best. And one day when I see you across the line at the championship, you won't be playing against me. Yeah, I guess so. But you could have been playing with me. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go back to the court because freestyle is my thing. I never know what I'm going to hit because I got 3 points on deck. In peace.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, what do not assume is two books that you have written. Do you got any poetry books that you getting ready to put out?
I'm thinking about it. I'm really, really focusing on putting one out. I want to do something like real soon, not too soon. But I have so many poems, and I was just sitting there going through. I'm like, what am I going to do with all these? So I think that might definitely do be one coming up real soon. But you be
Yeah,
the first to know. But I'm thinking about it though. That was definitely on my things to get off the list. Cause I might as well, man. I wrote 2 books, and it'd be crazy for me not to have a poetry book, and I'm a poet. So definitely, definitely thinking about doing one.
definitely. I know because the material you got. I know you got so much material. If
Mm-hmm.
you can, June 15th, we back out. I'm out at Glory Days, June 15th, 7 o'clock to like 10 o'clock, right there on the patio. If
Oh,
you can get
I'm.
out, yeah, if you can get out, UXO, bring the fam. If you can get
Oh,
out, it's gonna be a great time. Um, I met so many, it's crazy because I remember when I first met you, I met you through Donnie Durango. Remember Donnie?
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and you showed me so much in the beginning. I remember you telling me about one of your books that you had got someone to proof. I mean, they were proofreading and doing that thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't 100% right. And you
Yep.
showed me, you was like, bro, this is what you don't want to do. You want to do this, that. And I like that shit, Poetless. I'm telling you, you'll never understand how much I was thankful of that and how you just was so honest and upfront from the beginning. You know what I mean? Um,
Mm-hmm.
through you, I met half of the people that I started doing open mics with. I
Mm-hmm.
met Danielle and her husband
Mm-hmm.
when they were doing the plays and things of that nature. And it's just I don't know. It's crazy. Everybody that I met, because when I met you all, I was going through so much shit in my life that going to open mics and things of that nature was something
Mm-hmm.
that was healing me naturally. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? I was being able to go and listen to people and see how they would express themselves, and that shit just I had been stuck. I
Right.
always liked poetry, but seeing it live like that
It's
is
a
just
different
something
feeling.
about it. Yeah, it's
It's a
definitely
different
something about
feel.
it. It's a different feeling. It's a vibe. It's love that's in the room. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Um, and it's also a friendly competition thing that
It
I like
is.
as well. Right now, I'm 48 years old. I still listen to a lot of hip hop. I listen to a bunch of different stuff. I listen
Mm-hmm.
to old shit. I listen to some of
Right.
the. There's some new people that I like. That's cool. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about what's going on right now with this? With that three-headed monster thing they were doing with the Drake and and J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. Like, what do you think about that?
My thing is this, and for two African American men to have a beef, and first of all, for one to even come up with the idea to say, you know what, I'm done and apologize. As
Mm-hmm.
a black male, I'm like, it hurt me because everybody was down in the brother. That's what hurt me the most. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, y'all take everything else from these rappers,
Mm-hmm.
everything else. But the one thing that he wanted y'all to take from you totally missed the message. Totally missed the message. He did something that everybody should be doing. He set an example. He was like, you know what? I thought about it. What am I going at this black man for? He ain't do nothing to me. Like, this is stupid. What are we doing this for? Just to get likes, views, and this and that. No, I don't really care how we really feel.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be another two black men dead over a beef. I'm tired of saying it.
Right.
I'm tired of saying it. So he did something that every black man should have committed to do.
I heard you muted. Are you muted? I think you muted. I think you muted, Paulus. Can you see me? Mental health is real. Yes, it is. Pushing forward. Thank you for tuning in. Pushing forward. Mental health is very real. Sis, are you muted, sis? I think you muted. Not yet. You may have to come out and come back in. Yeah, mental health is definitely real. And it's something that I don't think is talked about enough. Shout out to my sister Anna Aneski-Kimzet. She has a podcast that she does, I think, every week or like once a month. One of my poetry sisters, Aneski Anna Kimzet. But she's another advocate on mental health that she likes to talk about it and put it out there because I feel as though it's something that we should be talking about as well. Sis, one of the young ladies that's watching right now just said that mental health is very real. And it is. Yeah, it's very real. It's very real. Definitely real. Poetry is definitely my therapy. The devil playing games today with my sister trying to keep kicking her out. But mental health is definitely real. And anyone dealing with anything that they can't handle, you need to talk to someone about it. Definitely. Definitely talk to someone about whatever you're feeling. If you feel as though you're going to, the truth is we don't know enough to judge. Entertainment is a form of manipulation. We must be careful to what we get. Absolutely right. Entertainment is definitely a form of manipulation. I feel like a lot of times I feel like these guys may not even be that serious about it. They could just be, doing it just to do it or whatever. But by J. Cole doing what he did, I love the fact that he did that. I thought it was cool. What's wrong with it? Nothing. I love the fact that he talked about exactly how he felt. Man, there's nothing wrong with that. Poetry is my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. It gets me through so much shit. When I put pen to paper, nigga, it gets me through so much shit. Pushing and pressing my pen, the ink is insulin. 6 units before breakfast, I count my carbs. I can't be reckless. Maintain a decent sugar level because if my shit drop, it can be detrimental. Poetry is my therapy. Back and forth to the dispensary, I need the right strain. What do you got for inflammation and pain? Terpene, limonene, and I don't know what the fuck you mean. I need that indica hybrid sativa. I need it that marries a cheetah because everybody see it. Poetry, that's my therapy. Something therapeutic happens when I go to create. Is there something about putting the right word with the right line to make them both come together like you and your partner at the very same time? 2 souls sharing the same vibe. Poetry. It's my therapy. I press every day. Giving up is not an option. A devil going down today. Man, that nigga, we stay boxing. He got me on the ropes. But I'm guard body Ali. I hit him with the rope-a-dope. The champ is here. The champ is here. And I fight every ounce of fear. I just do it like Nike, the goddess of victory. He's in here. Poetry. That's my therapy. Sometimes that shit keep me up at night. It's the little light in mind that keeps me up writing that one last line. I need it, I need it, I need it like the air I breathe. If I didn't have it, where the fuck would I be? I could have been serving a 1 to 3. My wife and kids could have buried me. The poetry is my therapy. Man, hopefully my sister can come back on and give out some information on how we can keep up with her and follow her. If you've been watching my show I've been on here now at least 2 years on the What Up Baltimore platform. I think it's longer than that. But I've had Arthur Poetless on here quite a few times. That's my sister in poetry right there. I love her. She is an awesome, awesome female. Very, very, I'm telling you, man, my little sister's she's shorter than me. I'm 5'6", 5'5". I think she's 5 feet, if that. And she has the heart of a 7 foot tall person. And when she on the mic, forget about it, man. She's bigger than life. Sis, before we get out of here, share something else for us and tell us about how we can follow you.
So you can find me at authoress Poetless Shakespeare on all platforms, social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of that. So it's not hard to find. Let me see what I got. What I got. Oh, I swear I'm getting old. I swear for life I am. I feel like how my mother feel. Like only thing you worry about is your stories and make sure you have enough to drink and make sure for God's sakes you make sure you have a sweater because you know it's getting hot and you're going through menopause. And I really be feeling that. I be having these hot flashes and I be cold and I swear to God I won't let her know that I'm getting old. But see, it's something that happened yesterday, and it's so crazy because my daughter turned 18, and she told me, she said, "Mom, aren't you turning 40?" I said, "I'm already 40." She said, "I know, I was trying to be nice." I said, "Oh, that's how you feel." I get up every morning to do my yoga just to make sure my knees don't crack in between my walks. I make sure I drink 8 ounces of water because I gotta make sure my liver stay right. Because God forbid if something else go wrong, that's another pill I gotta take. God, I feel like I'm getting old. But that doesn't mean it put me in a state of a mental shock that after all these years, I finally realized that nobody really defeats time. The time really defeats you. Do you really get old, or is this something that you just tell yourself just to make you feel old? So really, I can say I'm only 17. But then again, I'm still be getting old. But what about if we just let all of that go? If the world was suddenly end today and it would cure all of your problems, will you still have your demons to fight? Well, you still want your demons to tag along with you, even though you know things are all right. Damn, I'm getting old because I swear I didn't think about that when I was in my 20s. The only thing I wanted to know was what was the next party I was getting to and how I could wake up from after this massive hangover and still make it to work on time. Now the thing I'm worrying about is how I'm making sure my daughter's straight for her future, making sure she know what a 401k plan is. Damn, I'm getting old. Next up is the retirement plan. Then I know I'm really getting old. Hmm. It's not that bad when you think about it. Oh, maybe something the old new. No, that's a lie. I'm just straight up getting old in peace.
Sis, I love you. It is such a good feeling to see you. I hope I can see you June 15th. Come on
Oh,
out.
you will?
Yeah, come on out
Will. Will.
and do what you do for the people. You still one of my mom's favorite poets. She will not forget about what you did.
Because I got that word play.
Yeah, wordplay. But not only that, she loved the one you did with oh my God, I can't believe I'm not gonna forget my sister's name. Good God, John. The one where yeah,
Natalie.
Natalie, where Natalie sang. She gonna be mad at me if I forgot her name. Yeah, what she sang. My mother loved that. My mother loved that. She loved that.
And you know,
Man.
we did that off the strength. I just wanted to do something new and see if it was going to work. Because I never done that before. So I went over to her. I was like, "Hey, we have 5 seconds. You trying to do something?" She was like, "I don't care, sis. You know, I'm down, you down." So I was like, "Go ahead. You just sing the chorus and I'm going to jump in." She was like, "Are you serious?" I said, "I got it. Just go ahead." And we just put it together right then and there. When I said that was, I could not have done that with anybody else. Like, that was
Mhm.
meant for us to do. Like,
Mhm.
it was so powerful. Like, that's why
That
every time I tell her, "You got
creativity
to
is
do it. You
something
got to
real.
do it."
Yeah, that creativity is something real. When you can create something beautiful with somebody and y'all, y'all on that same wavelength, it's nothing like it. It really
She
is.
ain't fight me about it. She was on board. She was like, "I'm ready." She ain't think about it. No, no. What you need me to do? What part you want me to sing? I'm like,
Gotcha. Sis, before we get out of here, tell me something that you think that some of these young ladies need to hear. As you know, I got two daughters, 14 and 12. They remember when I brought them to your book signing. That's one of the reasons why I made sure I brought them, because I wanted them to see someone that looked like them publish a book and write their own book. I was looking at social media the other day and I was so hurt and upset about some of this crazy shit that I see. Over the weekend, it was a crazy fight in the mall at Towson Town Center with all of these
"Oh,
kids.
really?"
Like, yeah, it was crazy. But what do you have to say to some of these young ladies out here, sis? You know what I mean? That's running around out here trying to figure it out.
The only thing you can do is love yourself, because at the end of the day, no matter how many times he say I love you, no matter how many times he tell you he's not going to do it again, or you bugging out, you have to listen to you first, because you can put so if you put so much time into yourself as you put in your purses, until you put into the men that you want to attract. If you just take half of that time to put it in yourself, your boundaries, like I'm learning boundaries. It's nothing wrong with having boundaries. It's okay. Like my great grandma used to always tell me, you have never seen a flower fight for any bee's attention. Never. Not one flower. Be that flower that the bees be attracted to and they fight to get you. Never be the one that attract the bees, that try to get the bees to attract them. And I didn't realize that until I was older, because when you put yourself in positions because you want that L word, you have to realize you're taking all of those spirits with you. Everybody that you connect with is you. You're mentally drained and you wonder why everybody is the same, because you fall in love with the person that you mirror the most, yourself. So if you don't work on yourself, you're always going to get yourself back. And that's just a sign saying you need to heal. That's a cry for help. And I had to learn that. Once I started making stupid choices, I had to look at it like it's nothing but a mirror reflecting on me, because this is why it's happening. You're me, pretty much. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm taking time. It's okay to be alone. Matter of fact, it's okay to go out on a date by yourself. And I had to tell a young girl this. I'm like, do you know how many men find it more attractive that a woman could take her own stuff out on a date rather than them? If they had a choice, they would pick you over someone who always wants some. And she's like, you think so? I said, I know so. If they constantly see you doing it, and they might be like, you know what? She need a break. She's here every week paying her money. She might got this. They don't even keep like, you know what? I got it this week. Versus, man, every time you look around, I gotta pay for her to be on my time. If the cash that ain't hitting, then you ain't hitting.
Right.
Like,
Right.
and stop putting your trust in all these men just because they say they can fly you out. I'm a travel agent. You want somebody to fly you out? Sis, I will fly you out. Get your homegirls together, my sis. Where you want to go at? Where do you want to go? You don't have to sell your body. No, where you want to go?
Right.
Get all your homegirls. And another thing, sis, if you and the other chick are beefing over one dude, think about this. If he's paying for this for her, he's paying that for that. Only thing y'all dummies got to get together. Think about a trip. Call me. You just cut. I will send you anyway. And he be like, "F my ex," and you and her can have a fun time. You might not know the side chick might be your best friend. Like, girl, he did this. When y'all start make, oh, he was lying. It's not true. No, sis, it's not. You really cool. Go ahead and go crazy in Target. Go crazy in the supermarket. You want those beef tips for your kids? Get them. Remember when he told little man he couldn't have them fruit punches and them Lunchables? Get them. Go crazy. What? If you don't hook up with the side chick and y'all go crazy on this credit card, since you want to do it, it's for both of them. We want to prove it. Stop fighting with that other woman, because half the time she don't know nothing about you and you don't know nothing about her. Only thing y'all know is what he's telling y'all. Cut it out. Go crazy and Target on his credit card. Go on Shane. Like I said, if y'all want to, I'm doing a cruise. Send my ex to hell on a cruise. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Call me. I'm telling you.
June
Matter of
5th.
fact,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm trying to tell you. Matter of fact, it's almost sports season, and you know how he like the Knicks. If I were you, go get his credit card, and you could be in the front row with the Knicks and take a picture with all the Knicks. Like, see what you had. Go crazy. I'm telling, and I will book it. I will book it.
Sis, I love you. Thank you for being on the show, man. Be safe out here.
Always. You too.
Absolutely be safe. Please tell everybody how we can follow you once more.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Poetless Shakespeare. And for my traveling agency, it's Patty's Tour and Travel Agency.
What is
Like
it?
I said, Patty's Tour and Travel Agency. I'm telling you, stop fighting with that side chick and come on and call me up so I can put you on a nice cruise on his dime. Stop playing. We ain't fighting no more. We're not fighting. No, we're not. We're going to be respectable women out here. And you know what? That's the worst. The worst thing you can do is be cool with the side chick. He hates that. Why y'all fighting? He loves that. Don't do what he loves. Do what he hates. Go crazy. I'm telling you. Bahamas got a nice cruise, ladies. I'm telling you. Call a side chick. I can book it for you. Y'all keep sleeping on these deals. Okay. Y'all be stressed out and your wigs come off. Not me. Because I want my edges to grow. I'm sorry.
Sis, you crazy. I love you, sis. Be safe out here. I'll see you in June, baby.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Be safe out here. Y'all, if you want to be blessed, you must bless somebody else. Everybody have a good night. Next week, I got my sister, Shamice Lady Jacobs. Shamice Lady Jacobs will be on next Wednesday, April 25th, my birthday. I will be 49 years old. I want to thank everybody for watching and tuning in and follow me, buy my books, buy my merch. I love y'all. I appreciate every last one of y'all. All of this started because I saw a post that a friend of mine that I grew up with said she found her purpose in her failures. And I feel like I found purpose in some failures, and I love it. And I want to share one poem with y'all before I go. I'm still here. Through all of the bullshit, there's one thing for certain and two things that's clear. I must have purpose because I'm still here. You tried to break me, but in essence, you made me stronger than before. Now I kick in unopened doors. Played the hand I was dealt. I look to God for my help. Devils put bullshit gossip in the air, but I'm still here building LLCs. Lord loves Christ-like beings. I don't get high. The term is medicated. When I hit the joint, I remember I made it. I see starbuds dancing in the distance. April is the month. I thank him for existence. The month I was born and poetry's in the air. Another year older and I cut off my hair. Through trials and tribulations, I celebrate my wins and pray over my losses that there's a lesson within. 2024, the year of the truth. I'm still here. I'm just missing a tooth. Another year older, I pray I get wiser. I'm still here. I rotate like tires. Through any terrain, my traction is wider. I adjust on the fly. I don't change a tire. As I listen to the choir, I rejoice in tears. I remember what I went through and why I'm still here. I see it so clear now. The purpose is here now. Everything happens for a reason. Every single fucking season. There's one thing for certain and two things is clear. I must have purpose because I'm still here. Good night, everybody.
Just wanted to let you know that the host of this show appreciates the time that you've spent with them. Now, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with everything that we're doing. And most of all, thank you for tuning in to What Up Baltimore online radio, where the people have the power.